Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a question and answer. It's been about a month since I've done my last one, so I do like to do these monthly as I do get new subscribers every day, and it's just a way for you guys to get to know me. And it's easier to have you guys ask the questions because if it's something you are looking for as an answer versus just doing like a tag or a questionnaire, then you know you guys will get your questions answered. So I'm gonna go to Instagram first. So I got a lot of questions on here, so I'll try to answer all of them. A lot of them were repetitive. So the first person to ask me a question was Tia Marie 320. This may be too personal, but I've been wondering how you and even your parents feel about your tattoo cover-ups now that you guys have thankfully mended your strained relationship. And then another person asked like basically the same thing. How is your relationship with your mom and dad now? And what did she think of your tattoo cover-up of her face? And then somebody else said the same as above. And then somebody else said, yes, I also want to know what they thought about your tattoo cover-up. Okay, so I guess to answer this question, me and my family have kind of always had a tough dynamic. I would say that, you know, me and my dad's relationship has always been strained, and me and my mom, you know, she's really deep into her religious beliefs, so it kind of causes a strain. And then my brothers are, you know, they just kind of just do the same thing, and I don't really, it's sad, but like my brother Brandon, I really don't even know him. Like, we don't really communicate, and when we do, it's so awkward. Like, I would feel so awkward to have my brother over here for dinner. But my other brother, like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, my family dynamic is so weird. Like, I'm the weird one for having tattoos. I'm the weird one for not being a Jehovah's Witness, and I went off the deep end. It's like these crazy scenarios that they come up with. So my family's relationship like has always been kind of strained, and we're all just very different. When I originally got my parents on my hands, they weren't even really like supportive of it. Like, they were like okay with it, but they weren't really excited or happy to be on my hands, which really bothered me because it's like, wow, like I literally got portraits of you guys on my hands, and you guys should be like proud and like happy. And they weren't even really supportive or really happy about it. Like, they could care less. So when the whole thing went down of, you know, they were gonna like cut me off and have nothing to do with me, which is what the impression I was under, I was like, screw it. Like, they didn't really want to be on my hands in the first place. They weren't even really happy about it. So why not just get them covered up, because they didn't even want to be there in the first place. I don't think they really cared, except my dad had called me, and I guess he had seen the vlog, or, you know, I don't know if they like watch my vlogs. I think they do, obviously. And he had said, yeah, you didn't have to go and get me covered up, but I don't care. I didn't want to be on there in the first place. So, you know, I think it kind of bothered him, but at the same time, not really, because it's not like he wanted to be on my hands in the first place. So, yeah, my relationship with my mom and dad now, it's okay. It's a work in progress. You know, we're just all just different people, and it's hard to, I don't know, you know, it's just hard to make it work when we're just such different people. And there's a lot of judgment in my family and not a lot of room for acceptance, which is really sad. My family's very judgmental, and that's not how I am. Like, my family believes in like, you know, no tattoos. They're not supportive of like equality. So like, my family doesn't believe in like gay rights and things like that, and I believe in gay rights. I think that everybody should have the right to live the life they want as long as they're not hurting other people. So we're just like different. And like, also religious beliefs, like I don't believe in the Jehovah's Witness religion whatsoever, and they do. I think it's like literally a cult, but they would be so mad that I would say that. But it's not like I don't believe in it. Like, I just don't. And I'm part of a new religion, and I'm totally do not even associate myself with the Jehovah's Witness. Like, I am a Christian. I believe in God, believe in Jesus, and that's it. Like, I'm a Christian. I live my life as a Christian. I don't live my life as anything else. I think when my mom had initially said, we're done, we're not talking to you anymore, she was really hurt that I had found a new religion, because she had just like really wanted me to be a Jehovah's Witness and like fulfill that dream of hers. So I think like when that it hit her, it like crushed her, because Jehovah's Witnesses believe that if you're not a Jehovah's Witness and Armageddon comes, you're gonna die. Anybody who's not a witness dies. So my mom is sorry guys, my mom literally thinks I'm gonna die, so that's why she takes it to heart. So if you guys don't understand like why she didn't want to talk to me, she was hoping I'd be like, oh my god, I'm coming back, because you know, my mom won't talk to me, but that's not the case. Like, I'm not going to go back to that religion because I'm, like, literally forced to go back. And now she said that she's not okay with it, but she's, like, learning to just deal with it, and I'm still her daughter, but it's not like she's going to come over to my house and hang out with me every single day. So it'll definitely just be one of those relationships that's a work in progress. So sorry if that was kind of long, but I kind of had a long explanation for that. So Destiny Von Danger, where do you and Adam plan on going for your honeymoon when you get married? I would love to go to Hawaii or Australia. Australia is like a super long flight, so it's probably going to be Hawaii. My parents actually went to Hawaii for their honeymoon, and it was so romantic, and they said it was probably one of the best vacations they had, and their pictures were beautiful, so I would love to go to Hawaii for my honeymoon because I just think it would be so romantic. And so this question is from Shy Baby 3. If you could travel any place in the world, where would you go? Definitely Australia and New Zealand. Oh my god, I would love to visit those places. I actually have this person, which is kind of strange, that I guess he found me on Instagram and then like saw my Snapchat and he started snapping me, but he's from Australia and it's just so cool. Like, he'll snap me, like, I guess we're like kind of like friends through Snapchat. It's weird, I guess, but we snap, and he'll snap me pictures of like Australia, and like, I don't know, it's just so different over there. I would just love to visit it. So, and like his accent is way too cool. I freaking love it. So Australia and New Zealand for sure. Next question is from Bumblebee 109. How do you keep your relationship going strong? You and Adam seem so happy. Love ya. Love you too. You know, I guess love is what keeps us going, because we've literally been through so much and we're still like continuously going through stuff. Like, we just have so much things thrown at us on the daily, like just unsupportive, negative shit. It's just so annoying. But I guess like we've both kind of come to a place where it's not really about the support system. It really doesn't matter because we've never had support since day one, so why would it matter now? We've made it this far without the support, so we don't really need that. We are each other's support system, and I think that it's something that we had to learn, or I'll speak for myself, something I had to learn was that, you know, you have to rely on each other. At the end of the day, it's not about what everybody else thinks. It's not about what everybody else says. It just is about you two, and if you can be each other's support and kind of like defend one another and bounce off one another, then you'll have a fine relationship. It really doesn't matter about what other people say. Like, your relationship is like a bubble, and like you just keep that bubble around you as you go out throughout your day, and that's it. Like, you just, you know, you protect what you have, and you know, I guess that's what it is. We definitely have our issues. We're not a perfect couple. Recently, you guys saw, like, I made this video. Well, some of you guys didn't see it because I took it down, but I was gonna move out. Like, me and Adam were like this close to being done. Like, it was just like a done deal. Like, we were just gonna go our own ways, and you know, I decided to stay, and I do not regret the decision at all. Like, I'm happy that we are making it work. It just lets me know that we can literally make it through just about anything life throws at us. Like, we can literally make it through anything because we've literally made it through everything. So, all right. Next question is from Jessica Sisong. Fake bake or self-tanning? I would love to say fake bake, but since it's so bad for your skin, definitely self-tanning. I was fake baking in the fall a little bit, but it was kind of hard to go there every day. I don't know, I was like busy and I just didn't really use my membership, so I've just been self-tanning, and it works for me. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to upkeep. Like, every Sunday is like my shaving and exfoliating day, so I get all the old self-tanner off every single week, and then throughout the week, like Sunday, I'll apply my self-tanner over my freshly exfoliated skin. And then maybe by Wednesday I'll apply it again, and maybe another time, but usually just twice a week. And it keeps me nice and tan, and you know, it gives me I look healthy, like a healthy tan glow. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like fake bake too much, just because it's not good for your skin, and it's definitely not good for having tattoos and such. So next question is from Mads Ortega. What are your tattoo plans for the rest of your body? Are you going to be covered from head to toe? Most likely, you know, I have a neck tattoo, I have a face tattoo, actually I have 2 face tattoos now, so, you know, it looks as if I'm going to be pretty much covered. You know, I love tattoos. I literally love them. I think it's fun, and like, I just love the process of getting tattooed and getting a new tattoo and just having tattoos. I don't know. Everybody's like got their opinions about it, which is annoying. Like, oh, well, you know, it's not going to look so good when you're 40 and 50. Like, give me a break. My generation, this generation is going to be filled with tattoos, so it's not like I'm going to be the only one walking around with like a wrinkly face, or like, I think people just take that shit too seriously. Like, nothing really looks good when you're older, so, and you know, makeup does wonders, and I can cover up my tattoos if I want to, at least my face ones. I'm really not too worried about it. I'm glad that like I lived a life that I wanted to live without letting things stop me from doing what I wanted to do, so I will never live my life with regrets, like, you know what I mean? So next question is from iv.iv.mmix, Roman numeral girl, hey. How do you feel about all the dislikes and hate on your channel? Do you think they have reason? I don't think anybody ever has reason to give someone hate. Like, I just think it's negative, and negative people do negative things. Like, negative people aren't going to do positive things. People who are negative aren't going to, like, give a thumbs up or say something nice. You know, why would they? Because they're negative. And then positive people are going to give positive feedback. And then the positive people that do give negative feedback, well, then that's probably because they feel a certain way towards something I did or something I said. But for the most part, like, I can, like, tell the difference between somebody who has a valid reason versus someone who doesn't have a valid reason. And I'd say the dislikes and negative shit I've gotten a lot lately, like, everyone's seeing it. I think it's for no good reason. I think it's just people who don't like me, don't like what I stand for. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say jealousy, because, you know, it may not be that, but it doesn't really bother me. Like, how do I feel about it? I don't really let it get to me. Like, some of my subscribers say, oh, you should block the people that are giving you dislikes. It's so, there's no reason for it, or you should disable it. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, people are going to have their opinions, and, you know, disliking my video is still a sign of engagement. Like, it still goes on YouTube as engagement. So whether you're getting, like, positive or negative feedback, it's all good because it's promoting you, if that makes sense. Like, dislikes are still good for engagement, and if they're leaving a negative comment, that's still good for engagement. So, it doesn't really bother me, and I don't really let it get to me. Like, I mean, I've heard it all on YouTube, like, you're ugly, you're a slut, you should kill yourself. It's like, these people could be like super young, like a 12-year-old little boy behind the computer, and it's like, you know, his mom really needs to slap him across the face. Or they could just be people who have no lives, and either way, it's still just negative people that have nothing going for themselves. So yeah, next question is from Miss Nikki Pierce. What is your fitness routine and diet like? I try really hard just to kind of eat clean and eat balanced and healthy. So, like, you know, like last night for dinner we had catfish. So I made catfish fillets in the oven with rice as a side, and what was the other side? Snow peas. And that was like a really good dinner. I always balance my meals. So like I'll have the vegetable, the starch, and then the main meal or the meat or whatever. So my fitness routine for the last few weeks, I have not been working out. I've been slacking. You know, I've been dealing with like medication issues for like my anxiety and depression. And I might be starting a new medication. That's like a whole nother story. So like I've been kind of feeling more tired than usual, just like a side effect of all my medications. So it's been hard for me to really be motivated to go to the gym. And then this week was really rough because I felt run down I ended up getting a cold sore. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have a cold sore, and that usually happens when I'm like fighting a cold. And then on top of that, I'm getting my period any day now, so I feel like I'm just like really run down and just like not in the gym mood. I'm hoping by next week, next Monday, I can hit the gym again. But my fitness routine is basically just balancing like cardio with weights and just, you know, being healthy all the way around. So next question is from Ravenclaw_Earthbender. What are your plans for the immediate future? My plans for the immediate future are just to figure out what I want to do with my life as far as like a career. I'm kind of confused. Like, I know I went to school for cosmetology, but I really just don't see myself doing hair the rest of my life. I don't know why. Like, I thought I would love it, but even in school, I wasn't really excited or passionate about it. Like, I'd see other people around me who were just like so gung-ho passionate for hair, and I was just like the makeup girl. Like, if we'd get a client in for makeup, I would be so excited to do that. I would love to pursue makeup, you know, full-time, but it's just like there is no, like in Connecticut, there is no grounds for this. Like, prom season is coming, so I could get a few prom clients, but like there's no full-time career in makeup unless you do like makeup in sales, like working at the MAC counter or, you know, Estee Lauder counters or like whatever. Like, it's not, you're never really, it's hard to find a job in Connecticut where it's like everyday makeup. Like, I'd have to move to Florida or move to California, and right now, you know, as long as me and Adam are together, moving is not really an option because he has such a good job here. So it's kind of like I have to figure out what I want to do. I've said this in previous videos, but I do, you know, think I want to go back to school to be a vet tech or an esthetician. I know I did my cosmetology license, so esthetician falls under that, but it is good to just go back and like get the esthetician license so that you're licensed to do that. And that's like skincare and makeup, so that might be more something that I should or would be interested in doing. I don't know. I'm trying to like sort it out in my mind because I really don't want to go to school again and waste my money, you know, on something that I'm not going to pursue. So next question is, can we be expecting a wedding soon? I don't know. You guys are going to have to stay tuned. You know, I'm not engaged yet, and I'm definitely waiting. I would say like right now is the crucial part in our relationship where I'm 100% committed. I'm 100% ready for that commitment. I'm ready for that step. He knows that I'm ready, and I think he's ready. But I think Adam is really nervous about getting the perfect ring and getting like the perfect proposal. Like, he wants it to be flawless, and that's the problem. I could care less if it was like this big deal. And you know, I did find a ring at Michael's Jewelers, which was really pricey. And I told him, if it's too pricey, like, let's just get a smaller ring, and then like down the road, you can upgrade me. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not all caught up in that shit. I just really would love the commitment of being engaged and the commitment of getting married to one another. And yeah, so I don't know. You guys are going to have to stay tuned. I know I'm not going to have a long engagement. Probably 6 months to a year would be it, because we're going to have a really small wedding. So where do you draw inspiration from? This is from the same person. Whew. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if we're talking about makeup and art, I definitely draw a lot of inspiration from Pinterest because there's just such amazing stuff on there. How do you feel with self-negativity? I definitely fight self-negativity on the daily. I feel like with having anxiety and depression, it's like that constant just like negative energy. So I hate it. I try really hard to fight it, but sometimes I do succumb to it. But it's all those thoughts in your head that are controlling you. So you really have to just try to like get past it. And medication definitely helps, but medication only helps so much. You really have to take it upon yourself to control your thoughts. And it sounds like an easy concept, but it's actually pretty difficult. Any advice for someone just starting with fitness? You know, keep going, start off easy. You know, even if you go to the gym and do like 15-20 minutes and you're out, don't beat yourself up because you see other people that are there for like hours. You know, the fact that you even did 15 to 20 minutes of something is better than doing nothing. So always remember that. That's something my mother always said to me, is like, listen, 5 minutes of doing something, 10 minutes, 15, 20 is better than doing nothing. So as long as you're doing something that's active, even if it's only for a little bit, keep going. Have you ever considered being a fitness coach or personal trainer? I definitely have considered it, but I'm not so sure that, you know, I would do that as a living. I like it, but I don't know if I like it enough to do it as a living. So love your videos and thank you for being such an inspiration. You were the last nudge I needed to accept God back into my life, and that means the world. Much love. Aw, that's so sweet. I love you. Next question is from Jenny_Fur. Tell us about your worst hair fail, or have you always loved the outcome and rocked it even if it wasn't what you wanted, LOL. I haven't really had any like drastic hair fails. I guess like maybe going from black to blonde, my hair was like in that in-between brassy stage, which was like ugly, but I remember I just put a hat over it or like whatever, just dealt with it. So I haven't really had a terrible hair fail. Like, I don't know, I've just dealt with the in-between stages and got to where I wanted to be. This is from TMI_flow.
Hey Mariah, if you can collab with any makeup cosmetics company out there, who would you collab with and why? And is what would it be? Would it be a nail polish, line, eyeshadow, foundation? If you could do anything and make anything, what would it be?
If I could come up with my own makeup line, it would definitely be like lipsticks, eyeshadows, blushes. Like I would want it to be like this full-on huge cosmetic line. Who would I collab with? I would definitely probably want to collab with Sephora, just because, or Ulta, or both. Sephora because that's just like a convenience store. They have so many different like brands, and just to like be a part of that would be awesome. And then Ulta because Ulta is the same concept. It has all these brands, and yeah, it's just really cool. So I would want it to be everything. Lipsticks, foundations, like I wouldn't, nail polish is not so much. I don't know why I'm not really into like creating my own nail polish line. I know a lot of, you know, beauty vloggers have done that, but no, I want to do lipsticks, foundations, like everything, and just have like an awesome makeup line. That would be so sick. I would be like so honored to have my own makeup line. So that's it for the Q&A. I only got one Snapchat question. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions I didn't answer, leave them below. And until next time, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys!
Drop it low, let me play that back. What?